let's briefly compare sine cos with hyperbolic sine and cos. Okay, as we know, sine and cos are based on unit circle. Equation for unit circle is x square plus y square is equal to 1, right? So this is our unit circle where the radius is 1. Let's define a variable called angle. Okay, so uh, angle is equal to slider. Basically, it's a sliding mechanism by which we can figure out the or change the angle. Its starting point would be pi by 2 and the end point would be pi by 2, minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. And when we slide it, it will change the angle by, or it should change it by 0.1. Okay, so we have got the angle now. So a point on this circle can be specified as cos of this angle comma sine of this angle, right? So if you notice, as of now, angle is 0, so the point is here. Now if I ask it to keep changing the angle by 0.1, see how it changes. So initially it increases, goes up to pi by 2, then comes back, then goes up to minus pi by 2 and comes back. Okay, let's stop this. Now what we'll do is we'll put a perpendicular to the x-axis and the y-axis. So segment cos of angle comma 0 to comma cos of the angle comma sine of the angle. So try to understand this. Cos of the angle comma 0, that is one point. Cos of the angle comma sine angle is the other point, and the segment will join these 2 points. Okay, similarly segment 0 comma sine of that angle comma cos of that angle comma sine of that angle. Now if we ask it to play, right, so which means, so let's draw the origin to the point A segment. So segment 0 comma 0, let's put one more bracket, that 0 comma 0 is a point. We have to give 2 points to form a segment, and the other is cos angle comma sine angle. Okay, now let's play it again. So this is your trigonometric function sine and cos based on the unit circle. Now let's do one thing. Let's hide this. Let's ask it not to display it. And now let's define a hyperbola. The equation for that is x square by a square minus y square by b square. So that gives us this hyperbola. Now we will use the same angle. Since I have used a variable here a and b, it has automatically created the sliders. Okay, by default it set it as 1, and since we want it to be unit hyperbola, we'll leave it as 1. Okay, now a point on this hyperbola would be what? Would be cos, hyperbolic cos of the angle comma hyperbolic sine of the angle. Yes, again if you play it, it will move from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Okay, now Let's again form the segment. Let's join the point to the x-axis and the y-axis. So segment from cos of the angle, comma 0, comma cos of the angle, comma hyperbolic sine of the angle. Similarly, let's form a segment to the y-axis. So we get a 0, comma hyperbolic sine of the angle, comma the other point, that is cos angle, comma hyperbolic sine of the angle. Again, let's connect the point B with the origin. So segment from 0, 0 to cos angle, comma hyperbolic sine of the angle. So again, let's play it now. So just like we had in case of the circle, the point on the circle was moving based on sine and cos. Here it is moving on the hyperbola based on hyperbolic cos and sine. Okay. Now let's make it show both of them. And now let's play. There is a correlation between these two, right? As this moves, this also moves. The only thing is position. So basically, there is a relationship which we have looked at in the theory session. I hope now you have got some idea of trigonometric sine cos and hyperbolic sine cos. That's it. Bye.